me, I'm an entrepreneur in henna body art and upcycled jewelry and clothing design.
Okay.
And I work for my friend Jessie. Her company is called Global Just Designs, and we work with women collectives in Guatemala, and we sell fair trade apparel.
Which I designed sometimes.
Which she designs, yes.
All right. How have music festivals impacted you socially and economically?
Let's see. So I went to my first music festival, I think, when I was 16, and I was totally blown away because it really was a magical place for me. I saw things in a whole different way. Up and appreciate life and appreciate art.
Relax. Enjoy themselves.
So that's what I discovered at 16. I was like, oh my god, I have to live here. And so I started doing small booths selling random stuff that I would make and henna. And I had to answer for years, like, what is henna? Is that real or did you make it? You know, like, because I started in a very low income area, and so people were like, they didn't know what they were like actually looking at. It was really fascinating. And as music festivals over the past 15 years, which is how long I've been doing them, as they've developed, like, people are more familiar, they're more open, like, they go, you know, like, the networks have gotten bigger.
Definitely.
It's super cool the way it really is evolving society in a way to express themselves, you know. And, you know, there's some aspects that need to be worked on, like, I would say garbage. That's a factor.
Waste,
you know, and
making sure people actually put this garbage in its correct bin too, like compost, recycling.
Ideally, a festival has that option.
Ideally.
Yes.
So I've been working at festivals for 5 years, and so the impact that it's had for me personally is, I mean, I love meeting new people. I feel like every time I meet somebody new, they either give me a new light on an idea that I had an opinion on that changes my opinion, or kind of reinforces what I personally believe. And I know that the work that we're doing with the ladies down in Guatemala, like, we're helping them and their community, like, to thrive in a way. And where, I mean, I don't know if you know anything about Guatemala, but it's a developing country. We're doing a lot of community projects with nutrition, which is really cool, because malnutrition is, like, one of the biggest issues in Guatemala. So yeah, I know that we've had a great impact with community in Guatemala, and also it's really fun. I really like dancing, so that's like my therapy. So I like to go to music festivals and get my dance on, and that's what's up.
The dancing, for sure. I think that's another form of that expression, like, people actually get to dance. Like, when do you get to dance? Except for, like, high school, which doesn't really count.
And I went to a concert recently, and it was this great, awesome band. I was out in Colorado, and I'm telling you, no one was dancing. I was the only one dancing, and I was like, what? But, like, you know, at music festival,
everybody dances.
Exactly.
So that's a big factor.
Yes.
And then the economic impact of what we're able to do through the music festivals by designing and working with artisans in Guatemala, and then bringing it all up here, and people are they love the artwork. That's the big thing about the expression with the music festivals as well. They love the artwork, and they're willing to wear it where else are you going to wear this? At a music festival or the West Coast. And so it gives us the opportunity to provide that economic boost to the ladies in Guatemala. And so that's, you know, kind of more of a global approach to the process.
How many times have you been to Leaf?
Oh gosh, I've been living here for so long. I've been to Leaf for maybe 16 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
maybe
awesome.
Not spring and fall every year, but I've been coming to Leaf for a long time. And before it was Leaf, it was the Black Mountain Music Festival here on this property.
Do you think that Leaf has socially impacted you in any way?
Leaf is a great festival, and they have a focus on community and the arts, of course, obviously, in their name. But they have socially brought a lot of awareness to kids from other countries. They bring in musicians from other countries, but they implement their love for the arts and their passion for music in the local school system, which is really cool.
That's awesome. How old are you?
10.
How do you feel when you come here?
Happy.
Or how many music festivals have you attended? Well, I've been coming to Leaf Festival since I was 5 years old, so I don't know. That's probably like 45 times at Leaf, with the fall and spring, and then total maybe like 75 festivals my whole life. Something. Have music festivals socially impacted you at all?
Definitely, especially because it's a cultural experience. So it's a way for different people from all over the world to come in and offer their offerings, and it's very heart-centered exposure. So you get a chance to be authentic and be yourself. So socially, yeah, you make a lot of connections, and a lot of people that I've known for a long, long time I've met at music festivals.
Do you think they help local businesses?
Yeah, definitely. It's a chance for people to put out whatever their works are and get feedback from the community, and which I think whenever you get feedback, it helps you to throttle forward. So, you know, it's kind of like pressure in the diamond. Like, I don't like it, or I do like it, and why.
Have music festivals changed your life?
Well, I wouldn't say that music festivals, I don't really actually go to very many music festivals, but I would say that Leaf has changed my life. And when I started Leaf, my passion was world cultures, and I wanted to create something that people would come and discover lots of different cultures and music from all over the world, including what we had to offer in Western North Carolina. And that bridging together of so many different pieces. But what I didn't realize when I started it is how many little subcultures there are throughout our city, throughout our nation, throughout the world, of musicians and what I term as culture keepers that really keep cultures thriving. And the easiest way to pass that forward is through the music and the dance and the arts.
Yeah.
And so how it's changed my life is that discovery and the phenomenal range of people, and I also believe that it's the best and probably the least used and probably one of the least expensive ways to make positive change in the world.
What's the most rewarding thing about your job?
When I watch our kids from Leaf International, so David from Rwanda, who I met when he still was living on the streets, and this was 10 years ago, and now today he's not only a culture keeper himself, but he has 200 kids that show up every single day that he's teaching his traditions to. And when I watch people rise up to their possibilities, but then the other piece that I just love is, like the other night when we had Guatemala, Haiti, the Inuit from Alaska, and several other people from other countries all sharing their music and connecting together. Or when I watch the Tanzanian kids and the Haitian kids and the Asheville kids all communicate through dance and drums, and then all of a sudden start to discover and be curious about each other's countries, that's for me the most rewarding.
Do you believe that music festivals have impacted people and businesses?
Oh, absolutely. And again, I go back to the term music festivals is a really loose one for me.
Yeah.
And in our world, we work in world music and in cultural arts and in family events. So one of the differences too in any kind of creating any kind of gathering, when you have a family event, it's a much healthier and positive environment, and it allows people to connect in a way that they don't necessarily have time to in their day-to-day lives, and I think it absolutely does change lives. And it's lots of, as one of our former board members who brings her grandkids here, and she raised her kids here, she's from Sullivan's Island, South Carolina, and as she says, Leaf is essentially a series of magic moments. Festivals are really hard, so what they have taught me is how to use all of my possible creative resources and problem-solving skills. They are, depending on your site, our site is logistically very challenging. For instance, just to park here, I have relationships with 9 different types of people, including 2 trailer parks, a rock quarry, elementary and a middle school. Even formulate enough parking, and our site here is limited to 6,000 people a day.
Yeah.
So, and as a business model, that's really challenging. It takes 300 staff, 500 volunteers, then you've got your performers, your vendors, so you really don't have that many tickets to sell. So what it's taught me is how to be really clever and, again, creative resourcing and problem solving. And it's such a unique formula. It also allows for people, regardless of what your daily life is, whether you're a doctor or whether literally you live on the streets, you can find a place at Leaf where your skills are able to rise up and succeed. And so a lot of people may not be fulfilled in their daily lives, but during the weekend, during Leaf, they come together and they're part of staff and they rise up to really be the best of themselves. And the festivals weave all our year-round work together, but those moments I really like.
Yeah. What made you want to start Leaf?
Oh, a series of strange coincidences. I didn't plan on doing it. There was another festival that had been on this site. This is the historic site of the Black Mountain College, and I grew up on the site. And I was approached by the person who used to run a different festival here, and he was like, "You're buying my festival." I was like, "I don't even go to festivals. I'm a cultural documentarian, you know." And then I kind of got into the journey and started seeing the possibilities of my passion for global cultures, that those could be most easily connected to others through the music and the arts. And then it just started opening all these doors. I'm really curious about a lot of things, but I don't want to go too deep on many things.
Yeah.
So it also has allowed me to create something that's like a life sampler.
How often do you come to music festivals?
Well, we do our food booth at like 5 or 6 festivals a year. We used to do about 12 to 14.
Do music festivals increase your sales?
Oh yeah, I mean they're
That's
good, they're a
that's
good
all
venue.
we do.
Yeah, that's all we do.
We don't have a restaurant. We don't have a food truck. We just go to music festivals. So this for our business, One World Kitchen, that is what we do.
How often do you go to music festivals?
We do about 5 a year. We used to go as a family just for fun. It's a great family bonding experience. We love music. We love custom jewelry and art made by local artisans. And we started selling jewelry at festivals about 6 years ago.
Do they help your business?
Absolutely. In fact, I'm a full-time teacher, so I do this on the side, and this is basically what's helping me pay for my daughter's college education, because we all know that being a teacher won't pay that. Yay. So yeah, I'm absolutely in love with jewelry, and so several years ago I started thinking, instead of just wearing it, I could start making it for others. So we do the custom hand stamped jewelry, and it's very profitable, but it's also really good for the soul, because we get to meet great people, we get to hear their stories, and we get to then create pieces of artwork for them that's a memory piece.
Do you think music festivals have a big impact on local businesses?
Oh, absolutely. I think, you know, bringing in people from all over. I mean, what's this, 50,000 people that have come from all over for this festival this weekend. All of the local companies in Asheville are thriving. You know, we've come from out of state, from Georgia. But yeah, we just met great people, and it can do nothing but boost their sales and their, you know, the thing about the festival is it gives the owner of the shop, the owner of the store, an opportunity to get to know the customer, because it's such a fun, inviting environment that it's about storytelling and getting to know folks.
Yeah. Have music festivals socially impacted you?
Completely. I started going to Fleetwood Mac, Grateful Dead shows back in the early 80s, and I know for a fact that they've made me a better person, make me more, I guess, understanding to the fact that we're also very different. And when you come to a festival like this, I mean, we've met so many people that are businessmen, salesmen, retirees, teachers, stay-home moms. Everybody's coming here for the love of the outdoors, for the love of the music, for the love of the crafts. It's to me probably one of the best things that you could do. So I used to follow shows around, and I love it. The artist in me loves it, and the human in me loves it.